Today I will be speaking about a popular dish in England called trifle pudding. England is where I was born, so we have been eating this dish for years in my house. As you can see, it is very colorful, consists of many different layers. Today I will be showing you how I make it in my own home. I use a layer of Jell-O with a layer of custard and a layer of whipped cream. I will also be adding a layer of fresh fruit. First of all, in order to make this dessert, you will need a glass bowl. It is up to you if you want a big bowl or if you want to make it in individual little bowls so that each person gets their own dish. It is completely up to you. There are many steps to making this dessert because of the different layers that it consists of. I will first begin by making a yellow cake. You can buy the cake at a store, but I prefer to make it homemade at home. I will use the Betty Crocker yellow cake mix. To that, I will add 1 1/4 cups of water, 1/3 cup of oil, and 3 eggs. I will mix all of the ingredients together, put it in a preheated oven for 350 degrees, and I will bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. Once the cake is done, and when it is cool, I will cut it into pieces and keep it aside to use later in my dessert. Next, I will make Jell-O. It doesn't matter which flavor you pick, you can make any flavor that you choose. To make the dessert, I will use 2 cups of water. That water I will put in a pan to boil. Once the water is boiling, I will add the Jell-O powder to it and dissolve the powder completely in the water. Once the liquid is a little not very hot, I will keep it in a dish. But before the Jell-O will cool or set, I need to add the cake pieces that I had kept aside into the Jell-O so that when the Jell-O sets, the cake will also be inside of the Jell-O. Next, I will make custard. I will use custard powder. I will use 4 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar. In a pan, I will heat the milk, and then before it boils, I will take about 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of milk out of that and mix it with the 2 tablespoons of custard powder in a separate bowl. Once I have mixed that into a paste, I will add that paste to the milk and have it boil. That way, the custard is creamy and it does not become full of lumps. Also, I will add the sugar to it and stir it until it gets thick. Once the custard is done, I will put it in a dish and keep it in the fridge to cool. While the Jell-O and the custard are cooling in the refrigerator, I will cut whatever fruits that I would like to put in my dessert. I can put kiwi, bananas, strawberries, grapes, oranges, peach, anything. It just depends on what fruits people like. I prefer strawberries and kiwi and banana in my own dish. I will also use a container of whipped cream. Because the whipped cream is frozen, I will have to keep it outside at room temperature so that it will defrost and become creamy, not hard. Once the custard and the Jell-O are set in the fridge, have cooled, I will start layering my trifle pudding in a glass dish. Anything you can put. You can start with Jell-O, you can start with cookies, you can start with cake. Any way you want to, you can begin layering. And you can also have 3 layers, 4 layers, any number of layers that you prefer. Once I have done my layering, I will have whipped cream as my top layer, and on that I will start putting any toppings that I prefer. You can put nuts, candy, sprinkles, fresh fruit, any way you want to decorate your dessert. You can be creative and it'll be your own special touch to your dessert. Even though there are several steps that are involved in making this dessert, the end result is definitely worth it. You can see that we have done a big glass bowl, which looks very nice, or we can even do individual and add chocolate cake or chocolate or any variety of ingredients that we prefer. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation, and now that you know how to make trifle pudding, that you will also make it in your own home. Believe me, you will not regret it. Thank you.